guys, this is XIV and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. And today we're going to be doing the Gunbreaker's level 68 job quest. And I did a little experimentation doing dungeons and whatnot, and I don't know if it's just me that I feel my Gunbreaker's a little squishy. Well, granted, maybe that's how I feel at first, because I did the dungeon, what was it called, from Stormblood. Let's see, what's it called? Brandon's Mantle, and I did try to do a few group pulls, and some of them were okay at first until I reached near probably the mob closest to the second boss, where he does the dance thing, and I kind of might have pulled too much. Granted, I don't know, maybe after experimenting a little more, and hopefully, oh yeah, a little gripe I have is that I really wish Demon Slice has a shielding effect, so if I want to do AoE for pulls, then I can use this and then get my cartridge, and then down the road, when I eventually get to 72, use said cartridge for a Fated Circle. So I don't know, maybe Square can actually fix the Demon Slice so that it can give a shielding effect. So Square, if you're seeing this video, I really wish you can change the skill so it can actually give you a shielding effect. Now, let us continue with the job quest. Out of the Defectors and Defenders. Well, we Wotgar are quite useful to snow and ice, so we sometimes forget the problem is posed for other races. This morning, a homeless Hewer lad was found lying cold, like stone cold in the street. When we came to carry him away, he was frozen solid, like a statue. The poor thing could have been more than 20 summers old. 20 summers old. We asked the knight if there's something we can do, and when we asked the temple knight if there's something we could do, and we were told they have a perfect assignment for us. Our client this time is Reese of Garlond Ironworks. So we're gonna meet Sid. The founder, Sid Garlean, is one of the few Garleans to have turned his back on the Empire, and is a hero to many living under their rule. I wonder if we might have the honor of meeting him in person. At any rate, we must first head to the Skysteel Manufactory. Alright then. Let's see, where's the quickest one to the pillars? Nope. Skysteel Factory. It's a nice they have an Aetheryte going there. Wait, is it inside here? No, right beside it. Here we are. Hi Reese, how you been doing? Good morning. I take it you're the bodyguard sent by the Temple Knights. There's something I'd like you to protect. A recent defected Garlean engineer, as it happened. I'll not bore you with the details, but he is to oversee the installation of a selenium heat system. We hope it will avert tragedies like the one that recently occurred in the burn. Yes, we saw the body being carried away. Terrible sight it was. If this engineer friend of yours needs safe passage here, we're glad to help. Unfortunately, the engineer does not take kindly to desertion. Unfortunately, the engineer Unfortunately, the Empire does not take kindly to desertion, especially when a man in question is one of its most highly esteemed scientists. We receive word that the group known as Alulande has been dispatched to see that he never reaches Ishgard. Gods be good! I heard of them. Prisoners offered an opportunity to reduce their sentence to loyal service to Garland. By all accounts, they fight like men possessed, desperate to earn their freedom. Worst of all, they are led by Victorus Quo Mesla, a man whose cruelty is known no bounds. As a soldier, he reached the rank of Pilius Prior, but was neglected. As a soldier, he reached the rank of Pilius Prior, but was relegated after butchering a village of innocent civilians, purely to stake his own bloodlust. Oof, I don't want to meet him in the back alley. Even his fellow Garleans were disgusted by his barbaric acts, yet he did not to damage his reputation as a skilled warrior equal to Gaius von Bachelor himself. During my imprisonment, Victorus Quo Mesida came to enlist me. I told him I'd sooner rot in the gallows than serve under a rabid dog like him. As you can imagine, he was far more pleased with my refusal and tried to persuade me by using a magitek collar to administer countless electric shock. I'll never forget the look in his eyes as he pushed that button over and over. Of course, not everyone is resilient as Radovan. Many who fought for the Alumnidan to do so. Of course, not everyone is resilient as Radovan. Many who fight for the Alumnidan do so against their will, though they are no less deadly for it. By the Fury, if I know the dangers involved, I would have called the whole thing off. Well, I wouldn't put it past you. If I was in your position, I'd probably do the same thing. It's too late now, though. The airship is ready on its way to Corkless. It should soon arrive at the observation unit. Sadly, we couldn't gain permission to have a pure craft dock in the city of matters of security. From the rendezvous point, we proceed the rest of the way on foot. Once you're safely inside the gates of judgment, you can consider the mission a success. Your friend is risking his life for the sake of others. Reese, I give you word that he will reach Ishgard safely. Listen, Sophie. You know as well as I do that the Alunde are the ruthless and they are tenacious for that reason. I want you to stay behind. You think you can take them on without me there to heal you? Don't get me wrong, I'm great to have you by my side, but against foes like that, Artorias and I would struggle to protect you and the engineer. Protect me? Look, Radovan, we protect each other, remember? Or perhaps you see me as nothing more than a burden. Fine, have it your way. Ouch, man, you couldn't have just said bring her along, because we really need a healer, because there's no way we can sustain ourselves for a long fight. Not to rush you or anything, but should we get going? I'll meet you at the airship landing on top of the tower. Before we leave, there's something I'd like to make clear. I didn't mean what I said to Sophie. I think she's an excellent conjurer, and more than capable of taking care of herself. But this is Victor's Quo Melesia we're dealing with, a monster who delights in toying with his prey. I can't let her face that kind of danger. You see, Sophie and I have inseparable ever since we escaped our Garlean captors. When I discovered what had befallen my family, I came close to taking my own life, and I might have been going through with it if Sophie hadn't stopped me. She lost loved ones too, but never given up hope. Sophie helped me realize there is still a place in this world for me. In fact, it was her idea that I become a bodyguard. Although no one will ever replace the family I lost, she helped me fill that void in my life and gave me reason to carry on. Aww. Ha! If she's here now, she would tell me to stop being such a sentimental old fool. Or words that affect. Or words to that effect. Anyway, the sooner we finish this assignment, the sooner we can get back here and apologize to her. I'm pretty sure she somehow will find a way to join us. I'm just gonna call that right now. Alright, finally we're here. Now that you're here, allow me to introduce the man you'll be escorting. Kanto Nanama Malulia at your service. Or should I be that Kanto Malug now that I'm in Ishgard? Is something the matter? Wait a minute, is this the butcher that you guys been talking about? No, it's nothing. Ahem. Master Malunia is carrying documents liberated from the Empire that can prove vital in Garlond Ironworks. Investigation of Mega. This may lead to the increased likelihood of encountering Imperial pursuers, however. Well then, shall we begin? Something wrong? There's something's bothering him. I think I have to take a wild guess as that person we're escorting. Okay, where to go from here? Okay, it's right outside. Geronimo! Oh, what's this? I guess that's one of the Garlean's pursuers. No. That already knew we were coming. Hell's bells. They might have seen that airship fall miles away. I'll stay with the engineer. You go ahead and draw them out. We'll rendezvous at the camp to the north. Alright then. Let's do this shit. Some of the Allies stayed in their hiding places until you passed. One of them got to Reese. He's hurt, but he could have been a lot worse. I mean. I'm sorry, they caught me by surprise. We made it this far, but Victus is still out there. If this is just a taste of what Elendane have stored for us, our best option is to avoid confrontation altogether. Volnea and I will sneak past them while you and Reese stay behind. The two of us stand a better chance than a group of 4. No, we should stick together. It's better. If we do separate, we're going to be splitting our fighting strength, so I don't want that. So I think it's better to stick together. I know how you feel, but sometimes discretion is the better part of valor. You see the sense in this, don't you? I guess. We'll meet back in Ishgard. My colleagues will contact me via link pair once Master Mulia has arrived in Ishgard. In the meantime, we should lie low. We don't want to alert Alunde to our presence any more than we already have. And, oh, and I better get those wounds looked at. Sure, I hope you'll be okay. But I'm kind of worried of my teacher and all, because he seems disturbed when we first met him. Thank God you're alright. You've been gone so long. I came looking for you. I met a nasty character on the way here, but I'll soon send them packing. Oh, you fight some of the Guardian spies? Good work on your part. She's asking, where is Radovan? And the engineer is supposed to be escorting. About that, they went ahead. Kato na Malalia? So, is this something I need to be afraid of? If two of them are together, then... Radovan never talks to anyone about it, but he comes from a place called Valja Citadel. It was auto-destroyed in the Garlean experiment gone wrong. Ooh, so he has some beef with him. This kind of complicates things in a few... So he has some beef with him. This kind of complicates things. In charge of the project was Malius Nan Garlean and his right-hand man, Kato Nan Malulia. Radovan's opposition to Blanjan being used as a testing ground for potentially dangerous magic led to his imprisonment, and his fears were proven correct when the city was obliterated. Radovan's opposition to Broja being used as a testing ground for potentially dangerous magitech led to his imprisonment, and his fears were proven correct when the city was obliterated. There's a strong chance that he's planning to extract his revenge. Oof. We can't have that now. We have to stop him. They headed west towards Ishgard, yes? We should be able to follow their tracks. There's no time to lose. Alright, we kinda need to prevent him from doing something he will greatly regret. Okay, where is this? Alright, here we are. There they are. Okay, Radovan, I'm pretty sure you don't want to do this. For my homeland! For my family! Bro, ja? Like, stop this right now! Artorius! Stay back! This fiend robbed me of everything I hold dear. Don't deny me my revenge. No, vengeance, I mean. I know you want vengeance on this man, but I don't think it is right to end one's life. Plus, you're gonna have the blood on your hands after you go through with this. You swore to protect him. I will not beg for your forgiveness. However, I'll ask you, hear my final words. Midias and I knew the risks involving with the experiment, but we did not foresee that it could fail so catastrophically. I have lived with unending, agonizing guilt ever since. For that day forth, I have sought retribution, a chance to somehow right the wrongs I have committed. This is why I asked Milia's son, Sid, to aid in my defection from Garland, that my knowledge and expertise might be put to good use. But I always knew that the sins of my past will return to haunt me. I submit myself to your judgment. Radovan, please don't. There's no turning back if you actually go through with this. Does the word of a gunblazer mean nothing? What have I become? What have I become? My honor as a gunbreaker, as a man, I throw it all away for vengeance. You are the last of us now. Well, at least he didn't kill him. What's this? You want us to kill him now, sir? No, the old goat can wait. It's the prowling lion I want. Yes, your head will make a fine trophy. At first I thought that sword on his back was a gunblade, but it's actually a great sword. So we're gonna be fighting a Dark Knight. Alright then. And I was like, am I imagining things? Is Manula alright? And where's Radovan? Well, about that, he kinda just walked away. Wander off? But you still got a job to do. And I dread to think what might happen if you hadn't stopped him. Well, you might have went through with his plan of taking his vengeance on him and regret it deeply after the fact. Come on, Notorious, with or without Radovan, we still have a job to do. Let's get Manula to Ishgard. Roger that. And we're back in Ishgard, that's pretty quick. At least they didn't let me teleport here. Thank you for free teleportation. After the job we had reaching Camp Dragonhead, I'm pleasantly surprised that Alan-Day kept away from us from the remainder of the journey. Yes, fortunately indeed, all well that ends well, as the saying goes. One thing still troubles me though. If that Victor's quo militia is ruthless as you say, I doubt the walls of Ishgard will deter him from pursuing his target as such. Master Malulia will closely guard it until we're certain it's safe. Yes, it would be a shame if I were kept from fulfilling my obligation. I hope next time we meet, I shall have glad tidings to share. Well, see you, Malulia. I hope you're going to fulfill that promise for the greater good. For the greater good. We managed to get Malulia here unharmed, but in doing so, we lost sight of Radovan. How could he be anywhere by now? Well, he could be anywhere by now. We've been through too much for me to turn my back on him now. If he decides to get his act together, he knows where to find me. Until then, we better be on the lookout for Alunde. I doubt he's seen the last of them. True that. Bang, 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 bang. Finally got that level up. And kind of skip over the music for finishing the quest. And the next one, that's 70, and I can finally get continuation. I want that skill so much. Alright, I think that is a good conclusion for this recording session for Final Fantasy XIV Gunbreaker. And yeah, I'm kind of liking Gunbreaker, although I still have a little gripes on some of its skills. Not that I'm shitting on its parry, you know, but it's like the thing is, Square kind of nerf parrying in most skills in the game, so maybe they'll have to buff this or somehow make it into something else. As for the AoE variants for Demon Slice and Demon Slaughter, I still wish that Demon Slice has a shielding effect, so it'll at least be good for big group pulls in that regard. But besides that, I'm okay with most of the skills in its repertoire. So, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this recording session on Final Fantasy XIV. And if you have any comments, put them down below the video as well. And please like the video it's really much appreciated if you like it. And if you are subscribed to my channel, don't forget to click the like button, because YouTube's algorithm is complete bullshit in every sense of the regard. And stay tuned on future projects on my channel like Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers, Trials, main story quests, job quests, and any videos related to that. And lastly, stay tuned for more Persona 5 videos, which will be coming on the channel real soon. I just have them on my computer, just need to upload them to YouTube at some point. And besides all that, that's it. So this has been RavenC45. Keep gaming, everyone. Oops, I didn't mean to eat that. There we go. So this has been RavenC45. Keep giving, everyone, and have a pleasant 14 day. Take care, everyone, and see you next time.